Hello! My name is Literary Haley, and I love to talk about books, specifically romance books where audiobooks are my jam. Lately, I have been obsessed with historical romances. I feel like I always go through these moods, and today I have a massive haul. It's a lot, so let's just get into it. I have been collecting for a few months, but I just ordered this box from Pango Books. This shop was closing and everything was 50% off, and I think I paid like less than $20 for all of these books, which is insane. And then I have some in this bag that are from a local used bookstore, and most of these were 50 cents each. And then I have a few in here that are from a different seller from Pango Books. And because there's so many, I don't really know much about these other than the short synopsis that I read of them like beforehand. If I went over every single one of these books, this video would probably be an hour long, and I'm really not trying to do that. So we're going to start with this box, which is my latest purchase. And if you've read any of these, let me know what your thoughts were, because I'm really excited to get into all of these. Now, a couple of the books from this seller, they have foxing, and what I've heard is that foxing is not good, but then I've also heard that it's just the way that the paper was made, and it's not book mold, so it's not harmful and it's not going to spread to your other books. But I'm not sure how true that is. Like, this one looks like it actually might have some mold on it and not just the foxing. Like, you can see the discoloration. These might be garbage, but like, look. I don't know. Are these safe to keep? I'm not sure. Also, if you can hear that noise, we've got some snow plows going on outside. It is what it is. Desires of a Perfect Lady by Victoria Alexander. And this has a step back. So stunning. I've never read anything by this author before, but I've heard really good things. And I own a few others from this author with step backs as well, and they're just absolutely stunning. This is Heartless by Kat Martin. Look at that little clinch. It's so good. Kat Martin delivers what her readers desire. Exciting, sensual, engrossing romance. Okay. I picked up these two books by Jillian Hunter. I've never read anything by this author before. I think these might be within this same series, but I'm not entirely sure. The Sinful Nights of a Nobleman. And we got a step back. So stunning. Oh my god, this has a border sticker. R.I.P. Daring by Jillian Hunter. This one does not have a step back. I got two books by Jo Beverly. I've never read Jo Beverly before, but I've heard that she writes really good bodice rippers. So, and I think that this one is actually a bodice ripper. This is Dangerous Joy. This one does not have a step back, but look, it also has a Kmart sticker. Again, another RAP, because we don't have Kmart anymore, at least in the US. Some of my Australian friends, they still have Kmarts over there. Winter Fire, and it does have a little step back, although this is a step back that I've like never seen before, because it's not like a clinch step back or anything. She's bold, he's powerful, their clash of wills ignites. Ooh. I got two books by Bertrice Small. I've never read anything by this author either. It has the Sky O'Malley on it. That has been on my TBR for forever, as well as I think is it The Love Slave or something like that? And most of her historicals are on audio, which is perfect for me. But I have heard that Bertrice tends to write like darker themes, and I love dark romance. I'm really excited to try both of these out. Oh yeah, author of The Love Slave. So this is All the Sweet Tomorrows. One thing about her books is they're always super thick. And this one is Wild Jasmine. I picked up quite a few by Catherine Coulter. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. I have read a few of her books and I've absolutely loved them. They were bodice ripper and just right up my alley. Very like anti-hero, kind of like morally gray heroes, and I live for that. And I believe there is a set in here that is, or maybe there's more sets in here that are a part of like a series. I'll have to look into that more before I jump into them. Secret Song. This does not have a step back, although it kind of feels like there is because of this little thing there, but no step back. Same with this one, Earth Song. No step back, but it kind of looks like it. Rose Haven, and this cover is like raised, like you could feel it. That's really cool. Lord of Raven's Peak, and look at this. It reminds me of like a wax seal. It's really cute. This does not have a step back, but it does look like it. However, these two have step backs, which is amazing. The air, and look at that. A step back like I've never seen before, and it's so cool. I love it so much. The Offer, again, stunning step back. I got 3 by Judith McNaught. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I've read a few books by this author as well, and I loved them so much. All 3 of these have foxing, so I'm not sure if those are okay or not. Again, let me know your thoughts on that. A few of them, like this one's really bad with the discoloration. This one is there, but it's minimal, so not too bad. And I do know that like if you're in an area that has like really high humidity, you're more susceptible to getting foxing on your books. Like that's kind of why it's important to have like dehumidifiers, and then those like moisture wicking things. Like look at how bad that is. Once and Always, A Kingdom of Dreams, Double Standards. But I am still really excited to read these, even if they're not okay. Maybe I'll just have to like quarantine them. All by Judith Deveraux. My grandma used to read Judith Deveraux, and she's recommended this author to me. These all have foxing on them as well. The Awakening, and it's got a step back. The rest don't have step backs though. Highland Velvet, The Taming. Now I love this little like character moment in the middle. I think it's so cool. The Maiden. This is the last book that I got from this particular bookseller. So I think it's really cute is when they sent the books, these were in a few of the books. They're little daggers. And I thought that was absolutely adorable for like bookmarks. These 4 were from a different seller on Pango Books. These 2 by Judith McNaught are book 1 and 2 in a trilogy, I believe. I think they were on the Bodice Ripper list on Goodreads, and I'm pretty sure that's why I picked these both up. Whitney, My Love, and A Kingdom of Dreams. Awaken My Love by Robin Schoen. And I think this is like a time travel romance, which typically aren't my vibe. But I've read a few that I kind of liked, so I figured I'd give it a try. And then I got this because it is a pirate romance, I'm pretty sure, which is Sweet Savage Eden by Heather Graham. I own another book in this series, which is probably her most popular, but I don't think that that one is book 1, so I should probably start with book 1. This is from another Pango bookseller. However, this is the only historical romance that I got from this particular seller. Goddess of the Hunt by Tessa Dare. I believe this is book 1 in a trilogy, a standalone trilogy. And I have heard that this is, I think this is her earlier work, so I've heard that it is a bit steamier, which is right up my alley. This historical is super unique in the fact that like I can bend this so many ways, and it's just super floppy. Most mass-produced paperbacks are entirely stiff, and that's why the spines will be like super broken. I don't think that this spine will ever break, which is, I love that. All right, now in this bag, most of these are going to be from a locally used bookstore. However, I think a few of them might actually be from thrift books and Goodwill. Another one by Bertree Small. This is Adora. I love the cover of this. And this has the gold sprayed edges. Love. These 2, I read a book in this like collection and I really enjoyed it. Like this says Harley Quinn Historical 356 and this one says Harley Quinn Historical 309. But I really loved both of these covers. They're also like raised. Warrior's Deception by Diana Hall. And then the back has this really pretty image of them. Heart of the Dragon by Sharon Schuzel. And then look at the horses on the back. I also like how these are fairly short, fun historical romances. My Last Duchess by Eloisa James. I've read her retelling series and I really loved that, and I've always wanted to pick up some more by her. I have to look at which number this is in the series because this is a part of the Wilds of Lindo Castle. It looks like those are the other titles in this series. Then we've got The Wolf and the Dove by Kathleen E. Woodowis. This edition is a little messed up, but that's okay. The spine's like really discolored. or faded. Other than that, the book is in pretty great condition. Kathleen E. Woodiwiss is like an OG, like really push the boundaries when it comes to romance books, and I've always wanted to read books by this author. This one I got because the step back, I don't know, I just loved it so much. This is The Sins of Viscount Sutherland by Samantha James. This is also, I think, a part of the series as well. I think those are the other titles in this book, or in the series, I mean. He is reckless, bold, dangerous. Men envy him, women desire him, and one woman wants her revenge. Yes, I love a good revenge plot. Another one by Victoria Alexander. This is What a Lady Wants. Stunning step back. This is definitely a part of a series. This might be another book in that series. I'll have to see before I read. Oh, I definitely know that this one is in a series. This is Falling for the Highlander by Lindsay Sands. I own 3 others in this series, but they're later, and I don't know which one this one is. We've got another Joe Beverly for the collection. This is Lady Beware, and it doesn't have a step back, you know, but it kind of plays you to think that you do have a step back. I mean, I guess you kind of do, but it's not like your traditional one. Wickedly Delicious. Okay. This cover drew me in. I've never heard of this author. This is Bold, Breathless Love by Valerie Sherwood. This is like raised, foiled, a surging saga of reckless passion. Sign me up. This one was actually gifted to me by a friend. This is His Christmas Pleasure because she ripped this step back out like a crazy person. I love you so much. But she did this really fun like collage with step backs. And so she just gifted this to me because it doesn't have a step back anymore. This adorable, cute little bow. And then I think those are the other titles in this series as well. A Hellion in Her Bed by Sabrina Jeffries. Never read anything by her before, but that one sounds really good. I got 2 by Tessa Dare. So this is in the Castles Ever After series, and I can't remember what series this is in, but I think I've already started this series. If I did, I definitely need to reread because I don't remember. This one has to step back. Oh, here are the others in the series. I think her most popular is probably Do You Want to Start a Scandal and When a Scot Tied a Knot. But I do know that her series, even though it's like this is a series and this is a series, they're kind of like interconnected. Like they're in the same universe. Romancing the Duke, I think this is book 1 in the start of this specific series. And there are the others. Could be wrong though, but I will definitely check before I start in. 10 Things I Love About You by Julia Quinn. This is another one where the historical romance is like the spine's not gonna crack, which I love. Love Bridgerton. I've never read, but I know I need to. I've heard nothing but amazing things about her writing. These 2 I got from Goodwill. This one has sprayed edges. This is My Lady Mischief by Janet Louise Roberts, and it's fairly short. This one's gothic, a gothic historical romance. House of Doom, House of Desire by Sharon Wagner, and I mean, I don't read enough gothic romances, but color me intrigued. Look at this cover. It's absolutely stunning. A little bit messed up because stickers. Oh well. All right, so then I've got some Johanna Lindsey. There are a few others. I've already read them and they're up there and I don't feel like getting them. Some of these are standalones and a few of them are within a series. So this is one that I've read. This is a time travel romance. This is Until Forever. Look at that stunning step back. This is between a historian. She is a college professor and she gets a hold of this sword. She collects ancient artifacts and that kind of thing. And then this sword wields some power and summons this guy, which is like a Viking. And she finds out that he's able to like travel back in time. Since she's like a historical nerd, she's like, yes, let's do that. And they do. And then they mess up history and then they have to go back and try to fix it. This is really good. I really liked this. Definitely like nothing I've ever read before. Joining by Johanna Lindsey with this stunning step back. Captive of My Desires. This also has a step back. This is a pirate romance. I believe all of the books in this series are pirate romances or pirate adjacent. I think this is like further down in the series, like book 6 maybe. And then I've got 2 of these. Say You Love Me. They both have step backs. The spine is cracked on this one and it's not on the other. Love Me Forever. This one is a 6-star read for me. I loved this so much. This is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I totally understand that. The heroine in this needs to be married. The hero needs to be married. However, he's in love with somebody else, but still has like an eye for the heroine at the same time. And in a night of heavy drinking, and she's like basically thinks she's dreaming, he does the deed with her and takes her V card. So if that sounds like that could be interesting for you, it's so good. It's crazy, it's wild, but it's everything and more. And that, my friends, is my massive historical romance book haul. I've got a lot of reading ahead of me. Luckily, a lot of these do have audiobooks that I pair with it. So what I mean by that is I will listen with my ears and read with my eyes. That way I can focus. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.